The Glendora School Board race is off and running and things are heating up. All that and more coming up next on Foothill Community Network. Thanks for tuning in to Foothill Community Network, your first stop for news and notes from Altadena to Glendora. I'm your host, Mark Caro, and let's get started. The Glendora race is off and running, and we have 4 candidates. Actually, I think there's 5, but only 4 participated in the Glendora School Board Candidates Forum recently. And I'm going to go through them one by one and just kind of let you know. I viewed the school board forum online at the Glendora Chamber of Commerce, and everybody can view that video. It's there, and it's not very long. It's probably, I think, maybe an hour or a little bit more, but it goes pretty quickly. So the first candidate, I think she's in District 1. Well, she's a very experienced candidate. I think she has 40 years experience in education. I think she's an incumbent, and she's been focusing pretty much throughout the debate. She was pretty focused on things like mental health issues, on the kids' education after they leave school, and I don't think she went very deep into specifics about what her beliefs are. I don't think any question was asked about CRT, but I do know that during the debate, some of that undertones were kind of coming and surfacing throughout the debate. But she's pretty much as an established school board member, and so not much was really learned about her, other than she's going to continue pretty much the status quo of what she's been doing. And if you go to her website, she does tout her accomplishments. The next candidate, who's also running in the same district as her, is Gary Clifford, and he's a retired police officer. I think he was a city councilman there in Glendora as well, so he's got very good name recognition. I think his main focus, if you go to his website, he's touting parental rights, leadership, school safety, and collaboration. And so he seems very articulate. Seems very comfortable in a public service role. Looks like he could get a lot done. So he was a very impressive candidate. One that I think Glendora would benefit from having. I really liked what he was saying. I thought he came with a lot of confidence, a lot of leadership qualities. So he came off very well. And that was for the District 1, those 2 candidates from District 1. Moving into District 2, one candidate's Shaunna Elias. I don't think she's an incumbent. I think she's a newcomer, but she has also very much like Gary. She comes with a lot of confidence. She really seems to have a comfortable. She seems comfortable in public service. She seems comfortable speaking in front of people. She came across as knowledgeable and confident, and very eager to get something done on the school board. You could see that she had a sense of urgency in the way she spoke, and and you could tell she really cares about getting the children back to learning to read and write, and caring about their education, and moving away from CRT agendas and those types of things that are just taking our children away from people believe it's taking our children away from, getting down to the basics of good education. So she seemed very knowledgeable and understanding about how things roll in public service and school board, and all of them spoke about budgets and how to control budgets, and all the candidates seemed to be very understanding about and in how everything works. But she's a very good candidate. Very much reminded me very much of like Gary. They seem to be very similar in their styles, and both of them would be a very, very good benefit to the school board, in my opinion. And of course, the other candidate was Monica Garcia. She came across as very likable, very caring. She looks like she would want to do a very good job on the board. She has experience in education, and she didn't really commit to any particular philosophy other than she wants to make sure that kids get a good education. She cares about the kids, and came across as somebody who really would do a good job of giving the chance. So all the candidates were real good. The two that were most similar again were Gary Clifford and Shaunna Elias. And if you go to their websites, you can learn more about them. But Monica, like I said, Monica seemed to be understanding of budgets, fiscal responsibility, that type of thing. And but much like the first candidates, Zondra, they do care about things, or mentioned things like mental health issues. And so I would say Monica and Zondra are more similar, and Gary and Shaunna are more similar. So I wouldn't be surprised if Gary and Shaunna were running more like together. Their philosophies are more similar. But Paul Lopez wasn't there. I do see him as a candidate, but maybe he's running unopposed, so I'm not too sure about that. But so that's pretty much the wrap up from the Glendora Candidates Forum. It looks like it's heating up. It's going to be a close race, but we'll get to see. And I'll be doing election midterm coverage live on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and tune in, and I'll keep everybody updated on the votes as they come in. So that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next episode.